Welcome along then, everyone. Saturday is sprint day. We've had the shootout and now the hot shots are going for points. 17 laps around the Baku city circuit. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix round 4 in 2023 and is the sprint race to come. 51 laps for a Grand Prix, 17 laps then for the sprint race, just a third of the distance. And the 3 races so far, we started in Bahrain, went to Saudi Arabia, went down under to Australia. Now we find ourselves here on the Absheron Peninsula, home to 2.2 million people. The streets are absolutely bustling and are about to be filled with the noise of Formula One cars. 2 DRS zones, one of which along the main straight has been shortened by 100 meters from last year's race here, which makes it a little harder to overtake on a track where overtaking in the past has been fairly easy. This is the grid then for the sprint race today. Esteban Ocon will start from the pit lane. Logan Sargent, after a crash in the shootout, doesn't make it. Pierre Gasly starts 17th, just ahead of Nick De Vries, who's struggled this weekend in his AlphaTauri. Valtteri Bottas has Yuki Tsunoda for company, 15th for the Alfa Romeo, 16th for the AlphaTauri. And then Zhou Guanyu starts 14th with Kevin Magnussen ahead of him. Magnussen's teammate Nico Hülkenberg starts 12th. Both Haas cars start 5 places higher than where they qualified for the Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri is 11th, missed out by a few hundredths to his teammate Lando Norris, who made it into the top 10. Lance Stroll and Aston Martin and his teammate Fernando Alonso have had DRS issues all weekend long. Brilliant performance in the shootout by Alex Albon. He starts 7th. Lewis Hamilton starts 6th alongside Carlos Sainz. Third time he's been 5th in a race this season. George Russell with 4th place, the winner of the sprint, of course, last time out in Sao Paulo. Max Verstappen starts 3rd. His teammate Sergio Perez on the front row for a sprint for the first time. And Charles Leclerc took pole position for the sprint. It's now 4 qualifying performances in a row that he's won on these streets. How his teammate Carlos Sainz wishes that he had the speed of Charles Leclerc. And Karun Chandler alongside me, how Charles Leclerc would dearly like to make amends for last year's Grand Prix here, where he got beaten off the line by Sergio Perez, who starts alongside him on the front row today.
Yeah, exactly that, Crofty. We've got the same top 3 as we had for the Grand Prix last year. Interestingly, both Ferrari drivers on a new set of the medium compound tyres, and that should give them an advantage off the line. The Red Bulls are on a used set of tyres, we believe. Lando Norris down in 10th. He didn't run in SQ3, the final part of the sprint shootout this morning. He has taken the brave move of running on soft tyres for the sprint today.
He had no new sets of soft compound tyre, and you had to run the soft in that final part of qualifying, which is why he didn't take part in it. He has a used set, and he can use them here. That's a shiny, brand new set of medium tyres there for Charles Leclerc, the only other driver to use the softs, by the way, Valtteri Bottas, who has nothing to lose, really, starting down in 15th place. And as you can see, the grid very much split into 2 in the sunshine and in the shade, which might give those outside the top 10 a better chance off the line.
Look at the angle Leclerc's parked at.
He's not going to do that for the start of the sprint.
No,
just for the formation lap.
But that's a very strange thing to do, because you kind of want to practice what you're going to be doing in terms of positioning and just putting a little bit of rubber and cleaning up the grid box there. So yeah, slightly odd, but we'll see what happens in a lap's time.
There's your confirmation then of the starting tyres, and a quick reminder to Sky Sports F1 viewers that if you want to jump on board with a driver throughout this race, we have all 19 on boards for you, because Logan Sargent's on board, or just shows the car sat in the garage. If you want to scan the QR code on your screen, and you can get the Sky Sports app via it and sign in with a Sky ID, you can choose any of the 19 on boards and listen to the team radio too. Once you're there, head to the Sky Sports F1 channel, pick your favourite driver, and if you're a Sky Class, Sky Q or a Sky Stream customer, you can get the same experience via your interactive button on your remote control. And here's the format, as I mentioned, 17 laps, just over 100